Hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing really good on this, what day is today? Monday. And I apologize for having to reschedule this. I did work doubles this past weekend, so that's on me, guys. But I'm here today. I apologize for the light. You won't see it very often. Actually, you won't see it much because I'm going to move the camera when we actually make some stuff. So I'm going to see if anyone pops on. I do not have my laptop present. It's just don't have enough counter space to keep the laptop. So let's hope comments work if we have comments. So I'm just going to give it a few. Try to make sure I have everything I need, I should say. And this is a weird time for me. I'm not usually like doing it this early. I'm usually a night person when I do my live, so bear with me on that too. All right. So I'm not going to take much time. It's going to be really quick. So pretty much what we're doing is we're making two different types of sun tea. Now, of course, we have a storm rolling in. Go figure, when I reschedule live, heaven forbid, we have any sun. But I'm going to go through everything. We're going to make two different types of teas. I apologize for any children noise. If you're watching this, I can't see the comments right now, but I will check them as soon as the live's over. I'm not seeing any comments pop up, which is totally fine. No biggie. Let's see, was there any disclaimer? Nope, no disclaimer for this. I actually created these. Oh, hey, I got comments. Yay, even better. Okay, so I created these literally for this sole purpose of doing this live because I was really thinking about some stuff and a symbol kept coming up. And this very specific symbol came up, even a coworker who asked me about it because they know I work within the occult. And it is a very sacred occult symbol. It's very old. It's very ancient. Ouroboros is the occult symbol. It is the snake that eats its own tail. So it's a repetitive kind of symbol. And that symbol really does mean multiple things. So today we're going to look at it as an evolution type of symbol, but we're also going to look at it as a reincarnation, a life and death symbol. And the reason why we're going to look at on both yin and yang is because we're making two different types of teas, okay? The first tea we're going to make, I'm going to make in a quart jar, okay? Quart jar. The second tea, because my family loved the experiment of it to see if I really liked it and I felt the vibe from it, we're gonna make it in a gallon jar. So it's one of the ones for tea, so I'm really excited about it. And actually my neighbor wanted some too this time, so I'm making extra. But like I said, I'm making the second tea in a gallon, and I'm making the first tea, which is the life tea, and then the second one is the end tea, but I'm making that one in a quart jar, okay? You can make it in a pint if it's just for you. Hey, everyone. But you can do whatever you want. It's fair game. So I'll give you the measurements that I'm using. You can tweak them as you please. I found that these really do work well, but here's another thing. We're gonna make them with fresh fruit, and we're infusing it with the water, which, let me just turn this on to give it a little bit more of the heat element, just a little bit, because I boiled it and then I let it simmer down, because when you make it with an herbal infusion, you can have it pretty hot. It's not going to bruise the tea, but when you make it with an actual tea base like a green tea or a black tea, which we're going to be using black tea for a second tea, you don't want to bruise the tea. So you don't want it too hot. You don't want it boiling, scalding hot. And you also got to watch your glass too. So be careful when you're pulling it in. Let it cool down a little bit before pouring it in. And yeah, it'll work fantastic. The whole aspect is after we infuse it with our energy for what we want, which I will tell you why I pick these very specific herbs and what I want them to do property-wise for me and my family that drink it, because you already know, I do tons of lives when it comes to hot tea, right? But it's summertime and it's hot. And I don't want to drink hot tea all the time, only maybe on colder nights, but I really, really want to make iced tea. You can make iced tea even with loose leaf tea. Please keep that in mind. You don't have to make it with tea bags. I actually hate tea bags unless they're the reusable ones where I put my own loose leaf in it. But having that sun tea, it really just infuses that energy that the sun gives It's wanted, it's needed, it's something that no one can just be like, I hate the sun. You're lying. Your body needs it to survive. So that's where the sun tea is going to come in. It's a renewal for us. It's a completion. It's a beginning and it's a start, okay? So the first tea we're going to make is the I Start tea. So this is going to be our life tea, okay? What you're going to need is you're going to need fresh oranges. Now I already have some in my jar on purpose. I did that on purpose just to preset myself. You can use, I have two big navel oranges. I cut 2 of those and I was able to get this much out of it, okay? And I put it in. Now, the oranges that we're going to use today, we're going to use it for like a success. We're going to use it for a sunny day. So kind of bringing that energy into us, into the tea itself. So that's what the oranges are going to represent for us, okay? So you can put those in your pint or quart jar. Then the next thing, of course, is our hibiscus. If you know me, you know I love my hibiscus. I'm obsessed, I'm addicted, and it's a sweet flower. So we're going to use hibiscus for joy and actually calming, which is something that's not as common when it comes to using hibiscus. But we're going to use it for the joy aspect. We're going to use it for that calming aspect because it's life, it's new, it's fresh, we're starting. This is our beginning. This is how we're going to do stuff. Okay? Then when it comes to rose hips, we're actually going to use it for home and family. We're going to use it for harmony also because within anything we start, we don't want it to be chaotic. So we're going to bring that harmony aspect in. So keep that in mind. Harmony for rose hips is how we're going to use it, as well as friends and family and home life. Okay? Hibiscus for calming and joy, and just fresh oranges for just bringing that sun energy in, okay? Bringing that life, bringing that success to us. 3 ingredients, guys. That's all you need, okay? So let me, I could probably do it over here. Let me turn that water off too while I'm thinking about it. Now, when it comes to measurements, you can use as many oranges as you want. Oh, no, good. You're good, Gina. You're good. Don't I'm stressed. You know that. You can use as much oranges as you want. I have 2. I put about 1 full one in. I'm going to test it out after I put my herbs in and see if maybe I want to add a little bit. It really depends on how you want it. Do you want it more orange flavor or do you want more of the hibiscus and the rose hips to come in? It's your preference, okay? But it's 3 ingredients. That's it. So for the ingredients, you only need a 1/2 cup each. Okay, or not a half, I'm sorry, a 1/4 a cup each for a quart. Yeah, I said that right. I was trying to make sure my measurements were right. Yes. Let me just open this up real quick. Don't mind me. So I'm going to flip you guys so you can see when I infuse everything. Although when it comes to the water pouring, I'm going to make you look at something else. Because that would be my alcohol all over. So give me 1 sec. Husband's rolling in too. I can see him already. Sorry about the glare. It's from my light, guys. Alright, so I'm going to start with the hibiscus. And I'm going to put a 1/4 cup. Now you can either, like I said, put more or less, that's your call, but I am going to use just a 1/4 cup. So as you can see, this is a 1/2 cup, so just half of that. Just pour it in, and that's, of course, I'm going to get it everywhere. That's what I do best. Alright, then rose hips, same thing. We're going to put a 1/4 of that. And I'm doing this behind the scenes because I'm messy. Okay, and then same thing. So that's what we have. See if I get it to actually. Hey, come back. There we go. But that's what it looks like. Now keep in mind, I already have some oranges in there. So because I feel that we can always do better, we're gonna add some more oranges. Kong and Draga! Oh my word. I'm so sorry, guys. And let's add another chunk. I love oranges, and this is gonna just be absolutely amazing. So Yeah, that's good. I like that because we did put, so I have an orange and a half in this. I have the other half right here. Oop. All right, so then all you're going to do is you're going to take your water, which I have it zoomed in. You're just going to take your water and you're going to pour it in. So you guys are going to stare at the wall for a minute while I pour. Sorry, guys. I'm going to do this over the sink too. And just like I said, be careful if it's not too boiling hot. You don't want to break your glass. So make sure it's not thin glass that your stuff can't handle. Nice. And also keep in mind too, your glass will get really hot. So you want to be careful of that. And I will bring it over and show you what it looks like. Show me. Right. Hold on, I'm just gonna move my thingy. Can't wait, guys, till I move into this new house. I will have so much better of a setup. But that is how it looks. And I'm gonna bring it like this so you can see it. That. Hey, Cheyenne. I hope you're feeling better, love. And that's it. Okay? Very simple, very easy, very basic. And you're gonna let it sit. You're going to cap it. Which, let me grab mine. And just be careful because the jar will be hot, so you want to be careful. And move it away from the heat as quickly as possible. You might need a little type of towel to help move it, but that's tea number 1. And that we will sit automatically outside. Okay? So far, so good, right? Now the second one, now this one's gonna be fun. I'm gonna actually have to move this up because of the big quart jar. Now when I said that was the beginning of something tea, this is the end of something tea. So this is where we're finishing out something to get rid of or just wanting to completely close it off because we're done with it, okay? So here's my quart. Now with this one, we're using peaches, we're using black tea, and we're using dandelion leaf. Now let me tell you why I chose these, okay? So the peaches are actually, if you really look at the properties of peaches, peaches are really good for repelling or warding off negative energy. When we're ending something, we don't want to stay attached to anything, right? We don't want anything to follow us into the begin, stimulating the mind and banishment as well. So black tea, keeping it away, not letting it happen, stimulating our mind to move forward, keep going, keep pushing. And then the dandelion leaf we're using for a protection, a life or death. Because if you remember about dandelions have 2 very important essential yin and yangs. You got the actual beautiful dandelion, and then you got the beautiful white version, where a lot of us blow as kids and make wishes and hope our wishes come true. We catch them if we see them in the air, hoping that our wish will be granted. That's life or death. So that's our death. That's where we're kind of ending it to start anew. So, because this is a big boy, we're going to be putting in a lot of peaches, okay? You really want to infuse the peaches because you don't want any, you really don't want no negative energy coming with you. I know I don't. I've got enough negative energy in my life. This is not the time to have it. And I'm adding what seems a little more. This is actually about 5 peaches cut up. And the reason why I'm putting so much in is because peaches are a lot tougher than oranges when it comes to pulling the essence out of it. So that's what we have to do with that. Now, when it comes to the actual tea itself, we're using a cup each. So a cup of dandelion and a cup of black tea. You can use any type of black tea you want. My favorite is Vietnam's mountain tea. It's so fresh. It's so unique. My husband absolutely loves this tea. So that's what I'm gonna. So there's that cup, and then my dandelion leaf. Now, if you're going off of only using a quart, just use the same measurement that I used for the first tea, the beginning tea, and it'll work just fine. It'll have the same potency, the same love. Now, as you can see, I'm using all loose leaf. You can put this stuff in tea bags if you wish. It is perfectly fine. I was like, where did I put my other thing? My lid. It is perfectly fine. You do whatever you want. I will just filter it after I'm ready. So I'm not too worried about it. This has a filtration on it, so score one for me. I don't have to worry about all that fun stuff. Now, again, this one, add your water. I'm going to need to brew more water for this one because it is so large, but we'll add our hot water to this. Let me just grab some more water, please. Give me 1 second, guys. And then I'll bring it down so you can see the infusion on it already. How amazing it is. And remember, this is our ending of the tea. So, or ending. This is what we want to leave behind us. So let me just go ahead and bring this down. Again, these are sun teas. You don't have to drink tea, loose leaf tea, with it being hot. You can definitely infuse almost every herb can be fused in it. Something and just stir it around to infuse. You want to make sure that you get everything you need to say. Anything I'm going to actually use. Just this kind of spoon. But push the dandelion in there. Make sure it gets in until we get the other part. But like I said, I have 5 peaches in each of black tea and dandelion tea. Oh gosh, if you can just smell how amazing both these teas are, and they're so opposite too. They are. And then same thing, don't forget to stir up your other tea that we made, our first tea, which I should bring that over for you guys. Just to kind of give you that. You see the difference, right? This one is extremely red. This is very sweet on this side. And then you have your black tea right here. Absolutely amazing. Let's get a little closer because I love just infusing stuff. I mean, tea witch here. It's what I do best. And then same thing. Absolutely love infusing it. It's such a vibrant red too in that one. And that's full black already pulling. And I haven't even put hot water in it yet. Just gonna give you a heads up. I can't wait to eat. Maybe I should have did this without that. Kind of an idea. You guys are around to see my beautiful face again. 1 second, 1 second. All right. This is the serpent little tail, so it's an evolution. It's a resurrection, everything. 2 teas. The first tea that we made was the beginning. It's the start of things. It's the life tea. The second is the end of things. It's the I'm getting rid of stuff. I'm not taking any problems with me. I'm staying fresh. There we go. So of it. Remember, biggest key thing, the sun. Fuse the energy. In my a lot of people like the moon, everything. I live by the sun. I don't like the humidity. Sometimes that comes with it, but I love the sun. So utilize it. Utilize its power. It's there. It was put there for us to use. So we're going to use it. But let me know what you guys think. I told you it's going to be a quick live on purpose because it's so simple. 3 ingredients for each. That's it. First one, oranges, hibiscus, and rose hips. Second tea is just a bunch of peaches, black tea of your choice. I used Vietnam's mountain tea. I absolutely love it for this type of tea, for a sun tea. It's not too potent. It's more like, it kind of reminds me of like a Scottish tea. So very simple, not heavy. If you're a decaf person, use a decaf tea. That works just the same. You still have the beautiful power that it kind of gives to you. Not kind of, but does give to you. And then dandelion. Dandelion is life and death. It is reincarnation. It is everything. Okay? It is protection. So drink it. Put it over some ice when you're done with it. Set it out for, usually we set it out for a day. My grandmother always used to put it out for more than one day. But that was her own choice. But she also used the Lipton tea bags. No, Grandma, we can't do that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I will let you go, and I'm going to start dinner now. So, I love you all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Something simple, nothing crazy. Have fun with it. But remember, every time we use herbs, it's powerful. Every time we use intention, it's more powerful. Utilize it. The earth gave it to us. The sun's blessing us with it. Why not? It's at our convenience. It's at our disposal. I like using stuff that I don't really have to pay too much for. So, have fun. I love you all. Blessed be and namaste, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.